Hello children. In the part 1 video, we completed the warming up activity. We learnt about what is oxymoron. Let us begin with the explanation of the lesson. Unit 4, 4.3 Intellectual Rubbish by Bertrand Russell. Children, let us talk about intellectual rubbish, that is the title of the lesson. Now, intellectual, here the part of speech of intellectual means it is an adjective having a highly developed intellect. A person who has got highly developed intellect is said to be intellectual person. Now here intellectual rubbish is a noun. Here the meaning is nonsense or waste. So after the title intellectual rubbish, intellectual, the part of speech is adjective and rubbish is noun. Let us see what the author wishes to say and convey in the first paragraph. To avoid the various foolish opinions to which mankind are prone, no superhuman genius is required. A few simple rules will keep you not from all error but from silly error. To avoid means to keep away or refrain from, various foolish opinions. Here foolish is adjective. Foolish means silly opinions or unwise opinions to which mankind are prone. Mankind are prone means prone is an adjective, likely to suffer from or do, lying face downwards. Foolish opinions to which mankind are prone, no superhuman genius is required. So, a person shouldn't be showing exceptional ability or powers, that is superhuman powers, for certain things, for certain beliefs, thoughts, opinions, foolish opinions, personal view. Everyone has got his or her own view. A few simple rules will keep you not from all but from silly errors. Let us see the example given by the author in this article. For example, if the matter is one that can be settled by observation, make the observation yourself. Aristotle could have avoided the mistake of thinking that women have fewer teeth than men by the simple device of asking Mrs. Aristotle to keep her mouth open while he counted. He did not do so because he thought he knew. Thinking that you know when in fact you don't is a fatal mistake to which we are all prone. Prone means we suffer from, likely to suffer from, or do. I believe myself that hedgehogs eat black beetles because I have been told that they do. But if I were writing a book on the habits of hedgehogs, I should not commit myself until I had seen one enjoying this unappetizing diet. Now, in this paragraph, what we see that Aristotle, however, was less cautious. Cautious means careful to avoid danger or mistakes. Aristotle, before committing a statement that women have fewer teeth than men, if he would have been cautious, he would have avoided this mistake but simply by observing or counting the number of teeth in his wife's mouth, but he didn't do it. He should have been cautious. So what we learn from this paragraph, that one should be observant, one should observe things to avoid mistakes. Another thing is that the example is given is of hedgehogs. Now, what are hedgehogs? Hedgehogs are small porcupine-like animals. They are small porcupine-like animals. Now, children, see, it was believed. What was believed? That hedgehogs eat blackberries. But if a person has to do a research paper on hedgehogs, that person has to have evidence, has to have proof, facts, by observing and looking for himself. Because then he will have to, if he has to write on the habits of hedgehogs, he should be seeing and enjoying this unappetizing diet of hedgehogs. What do you mean by unappetizing? Not inviting or attractive, unwholesome. Okay, so this is what is we need to learn. Unappetizing means not tasty. Now, children, what do you feel when someone opposes your strong belief, or someone insists that 2 plus 2 is 5? Let us see in the next paragraph. Here are the meanings of words. Now, let us move on to the next one. Many matters, however, are less easily brought to the test of experience. If, like most of mankind, you have passionate convictions on many such matters, there are ways in which you can make yourself aware of your own bias. If an opinion contrary to your own makes you angry, that is a sign that you are subconsciously aware of having no good reason for thinking as you do. If someone maintains that 2 and 2 are 5, or that Iceland is on the equator, you feel pity rather than anger, unless you know so little of arithmetic or geography that his opinion shakes your own contrary conviction. The most savage controversies are those about matters as to which there is no good evidence either way. So, whenever you find yourself getting angry about a difference of opinion, be on your guard. You will probably find on examination that your belief is going beyond what the evidence warrants. Children, I would like to tell you and explain few things. That is, the example, the author has given the example of Iceland on the equator. Is it possible? We know where is equator, and we know what is Iceland. I'll explain you all. Here, one picture is there of a globe pointing in a red square the Iceland. Iceland is an island, a European country located midway between North America and mainland Europe. It lies just below the Arctic Circle between 64 and 66 degrees north. The capital is Reykjavik. It is the northernmost capital in the world and is located exactly halfway between New York and Moscow. Now, after looking at this picture, let us again switch ourselves to the previous slide. Now, In the previous slide, we learned that many people, what they do is, um, if someone mentions that 2 and 2 are 5, we all know that 2 plus 2 is 4, not 5. But if somebody argues, we'll pity that person, we'll pity the knowledge what the person has. And if somebody says that Iceland is on the equator, we know where is equator. Equator is an imaginary line around the earth at equal distances from the north and south poles. And we right now saw the position of the Iceland. It is not near, it is not on the equator. Where it is, we have already discussed it. So this is what happens if people, they keep on talking false things, or that what is not true, we feel pity for them. Now let us revise this paragraph again. That is, many matters, however, are less easily brought to the test of experience. We certain things we learn through experience. If, like most of mankind, you have passionate convictions. What do you mean by passionate? Very strong emotion. Conviction is means a very strong belief or opinion of something. Convictions on many such matters, there are ways in which you can make yourself aware of your own bias. What do you mean by bias? Bias means a feeling for or against someone or something. Many people, they believe that this is true, but at times it is a false belief. At times the thing that is not correct. So that belief, many people, they believe in superstitions. So how much it is really true, we don't know, but still they believe. So such kind of feeling for or against someone or something has to be taken care of. If an opinion contrary to your own makes you angry, contrary means opposite in nature, direction, or meaning. It makes us angry. If somebody says 2 plus 2 is 5, will we not get angry? We'll say no, it is 2 plus 2 is 4 and not 5, as given. This example is given over here, and we know the position of a particular country which is not near the uh, equator, but it is near the poles. So here, if people say this, we'll pity that person, we'll pity the knowledge of that person. So this has to be taken care of. What do you mean by pity? Pity means something that causes disappointment. Okay, now the most savage controversies. Savage means fierce and violent. Controversies means cruel and vicious controversies. What do you mean by controversies? Public discussion and disagreement about something. When we disagree about certain beliefs, about certain thoughts, or about certain things, so there is a public discussion, and it disturbs us, it shakes us. To disturb or upset. What do you mean by shakes us? It disturbs us. To disturb, to upset something. Uh, so, the most savage controversies are those about matters as to which there is no good evidence. What do you mean by evidence? Information indicating whether something is true or valid. So there should be certain proof, or there should be information, a true information about it. Okay, so this has to be taken care of. So, whenever you find yourself getting angry about a difference of opinion, be on your guard. You need to defend yourself. You should know what is true and what is not true, what to accept and what not to accept. Well, you will probably find on examination that your belief is going beyond what the evidence matters or warrants. Evidence warrants. Warrants means guarantees. Certain evidence, that is information indicating whether something is true or valid, it should have a guarantee, it should have certain proper information related to it, saying that yes, whatever you said is correct, and whatever the person in front of you who is telling you something that which is not true. So one has to control one's anger and try to convince the person that whatever he or she is saying is not true. For example, 2 plus 2 is 4 and not 5. And if the person still argues, we really pity that person, isn't it? Let us learn more things related to this lesson, that is intellectual rubbish, in part 3. Thank you.